Hi, welcome back. This is KANDIDLYKATE here. Thank you so much for clicking into my video. Today the topic is about foundations, okay? So in this video I'm going to go through 5 of my favorite foundations, and these are more geared towards women of color. I am a woman of color. I'm a melanaire. These are just, again, my opinions. I am by no means a makeup artist. I am a makeup enthusiast. So whatever works for me may not necessarily work for you. So hopefully I can help someone with this video. If you are struggling with finding a foundation and you have the same skin type or skin shade as I do, then by all means, keep on watching. And if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed. If you are interested in watching more about my picks of my top 5 foundations, please keep watching. So before we get into the topic of what my foundations are, let's figure out what are the things we're looking for. So for me, I look for 3 things. 1 is if the foundation makes me gray. 2 is if the color matches me, meaning the color payoff. And 3, what is the skin type for that foundation for me? So first things first, the color of gray. We have come too far. We've come too far to still be gray. I'm gonna say that again. We have come too far in life, ladies, to still be gray. There is no excuse at this point. I could understand if maybe 3-5 years ago we couldn't find anything because brands really weren't catering to women of color. No one was doing it. We just can't be gray anymore. Now there's just a whole lot of more products that have gray undertones in them, and gray is just one of those shades that no one is marketing. Have you noticed that? Okay, it's cute for shoes, it's cute for a bag. If you're even daring, it's even cute for your hair if you want to dye it, but it is not for foundation, okay? So that's very important. So when I'm looking for it, I want to make sure that when I'm finding this foundation, it does not make me look casket ready. It does not make me look like I've been playing in baby powder. I took a really good shower and forgot to put lotion. This does not make me look crazy in these streets. Let's just leave that alone. Yeah? Yeah. Secondly, we need to make sure the foundation matches our color. So, color. A lot of times for me, I'm the darkest shade in the shade range. Now, just because you see a bottle looks brown does not necessarily mean it is your brown. So if you find yourself having to blend, and it's still not matching, just let it go. Let it go. It's not meant for you. It's a dream to fur. Let's just leave that alone. Yeah. And thirdly, find a foundation that works with your skin type. Skin type means normal, dry, oily skin, or combination. You have to deal with the cards that you're dealt with, right? So if your skin is oily, just do the homework. Make sure you're not getting something that has oil inside of it, because what you're doing is putting oil on top of oil, and then outside you're going to be sweating, and by the time you're done, you're a grease ball. And no one wants to be the friend of the girl who looks like a grease ball. No one's going to take pictures with her in Snapchat, because you can just imagine what it looks like with flash. It's not cute. But anyway, let's jump into the actual foundations. So I guess I'll start off with the foundation that I'm actually wearing right now. And it is the Black Opal True Color Pore Perfecting Liquid Foundation. Insert picture here, okay? So this is the picture of the foundation up close and personal. So I actually found it in New York in the Dwayne Reed. And this was actually recommended by another YouTuber, I'm sure everyone knows her, Jackie Iman. And it looked great on her skin. What I can say about this product is it is extremely rich. So it's a lot of color payoff, but you literally need 1 pump of this foundation for your entire face. And the 1 pump actually is a lot for me, because I typically don't like to use that much, and that's how much product it gives out. So I would say be very mindful of that when you are using this foundation bottle. And I believe, again, that this runs from $11 to $12 at the drugstore. It is a bit more expensive in comparison to other drugstore products for foundation, but I do think it's definitely worth it. And again, because it is a black business, I mean, they get the struggle, they get the understanding. So for me, I am in the shade Black Walnut. And I think this may be the darkest shade in the range. I'm not sure, but again, that's typically what I am. I'm usually the darkest. So I definitely say give this one a try. The next foundation I want to talk to you about is the YSL Touche Eclat Le Teint Radiant Awakening Foundation. Insert picture here. I am in the shade B90, which is the shade Ebony, and this is also the darkest shade in the line. I'm not bougie, right? That's not the life I live. People in the streets may tell you differently, but they don't know what they're talking about. They don't know me. Ain't nobody got time for that. I wanted to splurge on this YSL foundation because when I swatched it in a Sephora, the color was just beautiful. Like, it literally disappeared on my skin when I tried it on the back of my hand. And I know the back of your hands is not the best place to try color swatching, but that's where I did it, and I really, really loved it. This foundation is expensive, okay? Let's just say it was $48, which is basically $50 for this foundation. To me, that's a lot. Do I feel like it's worth it? I'm a little bit on the fence on this one. I'm not sure I will buy it again, but I do want to recommend it because it is a good foundation. It's just I have more that are cheaper and more of a favorite for me. So, yeah. The next foundation that I want to talk about is actually a foundation that I don't have with me right now, so I do apologize. Sorry about that. But before I even knew I was making this video, I used up all the products in the foundation, threw it out, and, you know, I never bought a new one because I have so many others. But this is probably my absolute favorite foundation, and it's the Iman BB Cream Foundation. I'm in the shade Earth Deep. It's a very light foundation. I would definitely say it's from light to medium. You can build up on it, and that's why I like to use that foundation for everyday use. But what I do love about Iman is that it is very accessible. I find it at my local Walgreens. I believe it sells for $22 through $24. Again, I'm not sure, but I will link it down below. At $24, it is definitely on the lower end if you're comparing it to foundations that are found in Sephora, you know, your Ulta, you know, those type of places. It was one of the very first that's changed my life. It made me realize, like, yo, melanin matters. You know, it was like really good. And everywhere I went, people complimented me on that foundation. And this was way before I knew how to contour, to change my eyebrow shape, to change my nose, to change my cheeks, to make it higher. This is before even highlighting was a thing. It just did it for me. So that's actually my top favorite, and I'm actually really sad that I don't have the bottle here to show you. But if you're looking for something beautiful that you can wear every day, that is not extremely heavy, that is lightweight, and although it is a BB cream, I feel like it covers me well. Like, I can't explain it. It's a holy grail. There it is. Iman BB Cream shade Earth Deep, which is my shade, is a holy grail item. I absolutely love it. It's fantastic. It's beautiful. And again, it's a product that's backed by a woman who is like me. She's a woman of color. She's a model, so she knows what looks great on us. And when I say she is Iman. Iman is she. So the next foundation is the Marc Jacobs Genius Gel Supercharged Foundation. I am in the shade Cocoa Deep. This is the darkest shade in the range. Once again, I think this retailed for $38. I love this foundation a lot. I never felt like it was too rich. It melted into my skin. The color payoff was absolutely gorgeous. It can be used for every day as well. I love to use it for every day when I'm not using my Iman BB cream. But it's definitely something to look into. Love it, love it, love it. And last but definitely not least is another drugstore brand. This is the L'Oreal True Match foundation. The shade I have in my hand is the C10, which is the shade Espresso. But the shade that I'm in is the C9. I don't remember the name of it, but that's my shade. So this is actually the only foundation that I'm not the darkest shade in. I didn't even know that was possible. All my life, I had to fight. When all my friends are talking about, like, oh my God, I love the True Match foundation. It changed my life. I have no pores. That's so awesome. I look filtered. I look like a Snapchat filter. I'm so bomb. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here like, oh. Wow, you like that foundation? That's so good to know. I don't know what it's like. I can't find my shade. I can't join you. I wouldn't know what that. I don't know what that looks like. So I will just be like, okay, girl, well, I'm glad. I'm glad that you're the cute friend and I'm the friend who's the ugly one who just happens to be funny because I can't use the same foundation as you are because I can't find my shade. You know, when you pray and you fast and you tell God what your hearts and what your desires are, He comes through for you. Like, it's so good. Definitely give it a try. L'Oreal, true match. So thank you so much for bearing with me through this journey of this conversation about different types of foundations. Comment down below. Let me know what type of foundations you like to use. I'm pretty sure the 5 that I just mentioned just is like a small dent in the amount of products that are now available to us in the market for makeup. So let me know what your favorite is, and any questions about the ones that I mentioned, let me know in the comments down below. If you did like this type of video, please give this video a thumbs up, and please, please, please subscribe. All right, so until next time, keep it candid.